Okay, FRC Computer Science. Now that we have Python installed, we're going to show you how to use the CCC online grader, Canadian Computing Competition online grader, in order to have some fun. So, if we go cccgrader.com, that will bring you to a site. Now, you want to look at the number on this page 060900613. Now, you are going to need to create an account. And when you create an account, you're going to provide some accurate information, but the school number is what you're going to want to put here. So that school number, and it's posted on my blog, but you need to put that here. Okay? After you put the school number there, then you should be able to log in. So I'm going to log in with my password, and your viewing is exactly the same as me. And I'm going to look at some contests. So I would suggest that if you want to if you're starting off program like we are in grade 10 computer science, you try some of the junior questions. So if we go into the junior questions, we could see different questions. And so I'm going to look at this first question called dog treats. Now, I actually already submitted the answer to this when I was practicing, but we'll look at it again. And I got 0 to 15, so looks like I didn't do it right. All right, so if we open up dog treats here, we see this problem. So Barley, the dog, loves treats. My dog Millie loves treats as well. And so the more treats the dog gets, the happier it is. And it's happier to sad depending on the number and size of the treats. Okay, wonderful. So we want to read over the problem description a couple times before we start coding. But basically, what it's saying is a small treat is worth 1 point, a medium treat is worth 2 points, and a large treat is worth 3 points. Okay? So if Barley, after each treats, you're going to figure out the number of points. But here's our output. If Barley's happiness score is 10 or greater, we're going to output happy. Otherwise, the output is sad. So you'll notice the sample input. So this sample input here means 3 small treats, 2 medium treats, and 0 large treats. So if we were really count this up, right, 3 points here, 2 points for this 1 medium treat. So it's 5 points. So 5 points is definitely going to give us sad. All right, so let's move on and let's try to code this. So we are going to code and use idle, Python idle, which we installed in our last video. And so when I launch Python idle, I'm going to want a new file. And I'm going to say new file. And I'm going to save this new file. I'm going to save as. And I think I need to change my default saves. But I did create a folder called Python files. And so this is where I'm saying. So I'm saving this as CCC 2020, and I'm just going to say Q1 for question 1. All right, or should I say J1? I guess the J is for junior. Let's go junior 1, J1. And I got to go .py because that is the language I'm using, Python. All right, so this is pretty simple. I want to get 3 inputs here. And here's where it's a little different. I'm just going to use S for small treats. When you do these programs in the grader, you don't have messages like input the number of small treats. There's so many ways of writing that and expressing that it's hard to auto-grade. So we're just going to say input. All right. I'm going to typecast that to an integer right away. Save me a step. So that is my number of small treats. And then I'm going to do the same for medium treats. My medium treats is also going to be an input. So you could probably figure out a quicker way of doing these 3 inputs all at once. But I'm just going to take 3 lines of code to do this. So I got my small, medium, and large treats. So this is representing that. Now I need to use a formula. So I'm just going to say my score, and this is the formula they give me. My score equals 1 times my number of small treats plus 2 times my number of medium treats plus 3 times my number of large treats. So that's my score. So my score is internally calculated. And now I want to output a message. So, all right, let's see. If Barley's happiness score is 10 or greater, 10 or greater. I think that might be why I messed up the first time I tried this. So if it's 10 or greater, okay. If score, SCORE, greater than or equal to 10, we are going to output happy. And it's quotes, and we want to get the case exactly right. So it is a lowercase happy. The auto grader is looking, it's case sensitive. Okay, and now the only other option, we don't have to worry about error checking here. Okay, our only other option is to print sad. Okay, so let me try this when I run this. Okay, so we're going to go to run module, and I'll do 310. Oops, I'm going to save this again. Yes. Okay, so it wants, I got to type, it's not giving me a message because I didn't type the message, but 310, sad, excellent. Okay, I'm actually going to run this again, 321, 3, oops, sorry, I got to run the program here. It's not in a while loop. So I got to run the program again, and then I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. So 3 plus 4 plus 1 is exactly 10. So that is happy. So I'm pretty sure this is correct. Okay, so it works with those outputs. So now this file is saved. I just want to make sure. Whoops, go back to the code part. And not shell. So I'm going to file save this. So everything should be good. So now I go back, and I'm going to resubmit this and hope I don't get a 0 out of 15. So problem is dog treats. It's Python 3 is the language, right? You got a big list of choice. We program in Python 3. So now I'm going to choose file. So this is where I'm going to go in. File management's important. I'm going to go into documents, and I am going to look for my what did I call this? Python files? Yes, okay. Python files, and I'm going to select this file right here. Okay, so this looks good. I'm going to submit. Now this is something a little strange about it. It doesn't tell you anything. You just have to press the refresh. You got to refresh it to see the results. So now if I refresh this, I should see what I got. Correct. Oh my goodness, this is taking a lot of computation. Pending judgment. So if we get a pending judgment, we could just refresh again. And all the test points, I scored correct. And it even shows the submitted code there. So that's great. That's my first CCC problem solved. And I encourage you to look at some other questions. And there's lots of great questions here, and of course the lower numbers are harder, and then it gets more challenging. Okay, so you get up to question 5, that's very challenging, and it'll really test your skills. But for now, I hope these were sufficient instructions on how to use the CCC online grader. If you have any questions, just message me at Edsby, and I'd be happy to help. And take care.